My name is Jesse. This is the Attractionzilla channel, practical dating strategies for you older gentlemen. And today, I'm sharing with you my very top strategy, broken down step by step for covertly and innocently reaching out with your two hands and touching, fondling, grabbing a hot babe's boobies. And I'm not talking about your girlfriend here. I mean a woman you have just met, and in some cases, right after saying hello to her. And mind you, this is where the magic comes in. Without her being offended, without her slapping you across the face, but actually have her enjoy getting felt up and wanting more and more of it. And I remember very clearly the very first time I used this. This was like 25 years ago now. It was one of the very first interactions I had with a girl at a bar. And I was just talking to my buddy. I had my hand out and I was just straight up feeling this girl's big boobs, like right in front of her friend for a couple minutes straight. I wasn't even talking to the girl. I was talking to my buddy, but I was just standing there and feeling her up. And later on that same night, she came back around to me and would deliberately pass me and just rub her boob up against my shoulder as she passed. So I got her super damn horny, and she was ready to get thrown down, this girl. She was ready to have her legs spread and get smashed against some bed. But the point of the story is, you can pull this move off even if you have very little game. Like I had very little game back in the day. And the reason you want to do this is because it gets the girl horny really, really fast and easy. Like if you're looking for a fast, exciting, same day lay with a cute girl where the two of you get right down to business, where you stop beating around the bush so you can beat her bush directly, if that sounds like the thing you want, I'm telling you guys, this is the move to be making. And yes, this is relatively easy to do as long as you follow these steps exactly like I'm going to show you in this particular order. And the reason I say exactly is because, look, if you get yourself into trouble because you are acting like a big dumbass, you were getting grabby in the wrong way and didn't follow Uncle Jesse's steps here, don't blame me for that. In fact, write the words "help me" down in the comments below if you feel like you're the kind of guy that can't listen to instructions and you're gonna get yourself into trouble. But look, in all seriousness here, there's a lot of beautiful women out there with big eye-popping cleavage. Like this girl that I just drew. She's got those big bouncy milk jugs, the girls with those big massive mammary glands. Why let those little beautiful puppies go to waste? Why not give that girl exactly what she wants? And I'm telling you, it is possible to innocently sneak touch her boobs and have her absolutely love it and want more and more and more. So gentlemen, let's jump right into it. Here's exactly what you're gonna do. So step number one, you do need to be in the right headspace to pull off the boob touch. So when I first started using this, I was young, I was naive, I pretty much believed anything I read online, right? This was early days of the internet, 25 years ago. But that naivete kind of worked in my favor because I had no limiting beliefs around this. I was just like, okay, so you start touching a girl's boobs like right after you say hello to her? Sounds good to me. And I just rolled with it. And that worked in my favor because I guarantee that 99% of you dudes watching this video right now, there's way too much skepticism on your part. There's a lack of belief in what's possible. So you're not even gonna try. So the belief has to be there. And if you don't have the belief, if you're already writing this off as impossible, then I can pretty much guarantee that this isn't gonna happen for you. All right, step number two, gentlemen, mind your fundamentals. You need to have some fundamentals in place. Like you need either one of two things before you even try this move. First, it could be that you're either relatively good looking, right? That's gonna help you a lot. That's what I had going for myself back in my early 20s when I first did this, even though I didn't have much game at the time. Or two, if you're more average looking, you need to have good subcoms, meaning that when you strike up that conversation with the girl, she pretty much thinks you are the bee's knees, that you got that charisma, you got that swagger through your behavior and the way you're carrying yourself and the way you're speaking. In other words, if you're a funny looking, poorly dressed, pudgy, meek looking dude, and you're socially awkward talking to hot girls, meaning you haven't been working on yourself like you really should, you might have to correct your fundamentals first before trying out this move. Now, I do have a free group to help you out with that. It's called Men of Attraction Nation, and I'll leave a link in the description below for you. But it's where we men can all come together and help each other become top 1% guys in every aspect of our lives, financially, physically, mentally, dating. And there's an option to do daily training directly with me. So guys, that's my free gift to you. So don't sleep on that. Get inside before you forget. And listen, that's how we're really gonna fix our subcoms, fix our looks, and fix our game by all coming together and helping each other out. All right, gentlemen, step number 3, we get to the boob touch, and the move itself is actually pretty simple. So when you're talking to a girl and you've reached that hook point with her, where she's engaged, she's smiling, she's at least somewhat interested in you, and you're at that point where you can start flirting with her a little bit, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold the beer up in your hand, and you're gonna keep your hand up above your waist here, and while you're talking to the girl, you're just gonna gesture, kind of gesturing like you're an Italian, right? But you're gonna rub her boob with the back of your hand here. You're gonna rub her boobs very lightly, very softly as you gesture, and you're just gonna act like nothing is happening, like you're just having a regular conversation with her, but you're rubbing her boob with your gestures, with your beer in hand. Now, I know that sounds absolutely, fantastically, and perhaps utterly ridiculous, but guys, you would be surprised with what women will let you get away with. Now, listen up, guys. This is really important. The key to making it all work is to actually have a drink or have a beer in your hand. Now, I've tried this boob rub with no beer at all, just an empty hand, just doing this, and I've gotten a lot more pushback. Girls calling me out, girls challenging me on this. But for whatever reason, as long as you're holding something in your hand, girls will just let you do it. They'll let you sneak touch their boobs. Maybe because the beer, the drink gives you some plausible deniability. I don't know. Whatever the reason is, as long as you're holding a drink, she's gonna be okay with it. Now, I've even done this without even saying a single word to the girl, without even having said hello to her yet. Like, if you're a relatively good-looking dude, or you have pre-selection on your side, like the girl has seen you talking to other hot girls, so now she's eye-banging you. She keeps trying to give you eye contact. I've done it where I'm just talking to my buddy, and I'm rubbing her boob with the back of my hand, with that beer in hand, like nothing out of the ordinary is even happening, and I haven't even said hello to the girl yet. Now, the key to making that work is you need to get pre-selection first, or you need to work on your overall look so that you are getting IOIs from that girl. And then you move into her immediate proximity, and as you're talking to your buddy, you just run a little compliance test on her first. And that compliance test is you're gonna hold your beer up, make gestures, and accidentally graze her boob with your hand. And now you're gonna pay close attention to what happens next. If she pulls away or she shifts her body away, you do not have compliance, so you stop. But if she holds her body there, now you can just keep going with it and build that sexual tension. And after you've felt her up good and proper, now you can turn to her and introduce yourself. And I guarantee you, at this point, that girl is gonna be extremely on for you. This is the point where you're gonna start to feel that sizzling, tension, and crackling electricity. And this is where having good game really comes in, to convert that sexual interest on the girl's part to actually going home with you. And again, if you need help working on your game, if you need help working on your subcoms, check out my free group. I'll put a link in the description below for you. All right, gentlemen, step number 4, you wanna do the hot spots touch routine on the girl. Now, I'm not gonna go into extreme detail on this. It's been covered before. I'll put a link in the description below for you. No need to repeat the full thing here, but I'll give you a quick summarized version of this. So you're gonna tell the girl, and again, this is the simplified version, guys. What you're gonna tell her is, look, did you know that you have these hot spots all over your body? Yeah, your skin has these things called exteroceptors that when they're touched, they light up and feel amazing. And everyone has these hot spots all over their body, but different people have different favorite hot spots. Now, I'm kind of wondering where your favorite hot spots are, girl. Are you curious? And you get her to say yes. And now you can start showing her the different skin hot spots on her body, starting with the wrist, moving on to the inside of the elbow, moving on to her shoulder and her clavicle, and all the while asking her how each spot feels when it's touched from 1 to 10. And now you're gonna reach out and touch your bosom area. And you tell her, look, your bosom area is another hot spot. And I think you're liking that, right? How does that feel from 1 to 10, where 10 is absolutely amazing? Now, guys, I'm leaving out some important details here, but I've used this hot spot routines countless times in bars and on first dates. And if you run this routine correctly, you would be shocked, absolutely shocked at what kind of touches you can get away with and how damn fast you can get away with them. You can literally feel the girl right up all over her body with this and have her excited that you're doing it. It's literally the craziest thing you're ever gonna see. So the big question here is, why does this all work? Why can you be touching a woman's breasts within minutes of meeting her so damn fast? What is the psychology behind this? Well, look, I put this move into the category of being a bold move. And when you make a physically bold move on a girl, similar to like picking her up off the ground and spinning her around, as long as you show her that you're totally relaxed with it, that it's all no big deal, that you're confident, that you're entitled to do it, that you don't give a damn, and you have that good, steady, unwavering eye contact with the girl, you got that cocky smile, and you're doing it with complete certainty, and at the same time, you're also checking for compliance as you go along, girls will let you get away with a whole damn lot. Because just think about it, gentlemen, what kind of guy does the woman really want to meet? She wants to meet a highly confident man who takes charge, who makes moves on her, and who goes for what he wants. And as long as you calibrate to the girl, and that's very important, gentlemen, you got to calibrate to her, but you calibrate by testing her compliance as you go along. As long as you do that, that's how you keep yourself out of trouble. And that's how you get her naked in your bed as fast as possible. All right, since you enjoyed this video, watch one of these next. The innocent little handshake that makes girls suddenly feel 10 out of 10 horny for you, where you build sexual tension just by introducing yourself and say this when she asks you, how old are you? This is the ultimate answer for older guys talking to younger women.